The EUR GBP pair is staying steady this Thursday, hovering around the 0.8750 level as traders await key data from Germany. The single currency is still struggling to make significant gains against the British pound after the European Central Bank's decision to raise interest rates by 50 basis points last week. Despite the hawkish shift, the ECB's deposit rate is still negative 5.5% compared to the Bank of England's 3.5% rate. This suggests that the BOE is in a better position to tackle high inflation than the ECB. Looking ahead, German consumer confidence data for December will be published today. The index is expected to rise to 61.1 from 59.2 in November. If the actual reading matches the forecast, it would signal that German consumers are becoming more optimistic about the economy, which could boost the euro. However, if the data disappoints, the euro may come under pressure. From a technical perspective, the euro's short-term trend against the pound remains bearish. The pair has been consolidating in a downward sloping channel since October. In the last week of October, the pair broke through the channel but failed to sustain its momentum above the 200-day moving average. The 200-day MA is currently at 0.8763. Since then, the pair has been stuck in a tight range between the channel and the moving average. In the short term, the euro's direction will likely depend on the German consumer confidence data. If the data is positive, the pair may bounce back towards the 200-day moving average. But if the data is negative, the pair could drop to the lower end of the channel near 0.8500. No other major macroeconomic data is scheduled to be released in the Eurozone today. However, investors will be watching out for the release of the US third quarter GDP data. The data is expected to show that the US economy grew at an annualized rate of 4.4% in the third quarter, up from 3.2% in the second quarter. If the data beats expectations, it could strengthen the dollar and put pressure on the euro. As for the Bank of England, Governor Andrew Bailey is scheduled to testify in front of the UK Parliament's Treasury Select Committee today. His testimony will be closely watched for any new insights into the bank's monetary policy. In conclusion, the euro is holding steady against the pound today as traders await German consumer confidence data. A positive data could boost the euro, while a negative data could weigh on the currency. Investors will also be watching out for the release of US GDP data and the testimony of Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey.